Hello, everybody, and I do appreciate the likes and the shares. That does help, hopefully, with the algorithm. Hey, Woody. Hey, Woody. Yeah, I found also somebody apparently disliked me as well on there, so I'm getting popular, huh? Now we can just get people in here, to watch the thing. So we have three people in here. Hello, everybody, and now we're back down to two. Hmm. Let's see. Wonder if. Hmm. All right. Well, what do you seem to be? Now we're down to one again, man. Black encounter. I saw that. Yeah. Well, we're here. Well, it looks like it's you and me right now, Woody. Um. So, how'd your day go today? As we wait to see who else might show up. Hmm. Hey, Woody. How'd everybody's day go today? Hmm. Oh well, it was a good day. A small amount of yard work. Took dog for a ride. That's cool. Getting out there in Arkansas, huh? Excuse me for a quick moment. I'll be right back. And I'm back now. As we, of course, continue to wait for people to drop in. Anybody who's here is welcome to, get in on the conversation. If you want to ask something, you can go ahead and ask. When probably be getting into the news items pretty quick here. Have five news stories tonight, all from Comic Book Review CBR. So, and if you like to lurk, that's fine too. Been a very pretty spring. The cold night didn't damage the dogwoods. They're blossoming beautifully this year. Ah, that sounds pretty cool. Yeah, we're now in overcast mode for the next few days here. And here in SoCal, I guess we're due for some rain. I guess on Monday and or Tuesday. So, so we got some rain coming. Um, Anything else going on, Woody? Or hey, there's ATC. Hey, Action Toys. Hello, lady. Oh God! Fireworks explode and Action comes running down the platform. He enters the ring, jumping onto the turnbuckle, um, raising raising his new action figure above his head like the champions of yore. Okay, just a little quick little tidbit there, ATC. turnbuckle is actually spelled as one word. It's a compound word. It's Turnbuckle. It's all one word. Hello, Mike. Hey, GC. Hey there, Woody. Just an FYI for you there. So, four people in here now. Goody, four people. As I did just mention, of course, we do have five stories tonight that we'll get to in a few minutes here. Just going to give it a couple more minutes. All comic book stories, all from CBR. And there's Batgo. Hey, Batgo. Hey, Toys, Woody. Now everybody's coming in. I guess nobody decided to come in early tonight, but everybody's coming in right at pretty close to the start, so that's cool. So ATC Batgoat, how'd your guys' day go? I know Batgoat, you're kind of in quarantine, right? You're still in quarantine for I guess the next couple weeks here. Action rips the English dictionary in half and throws it into the crowd. Oh boy. Hey, Batgoat. And now we have five people in here. Yay, five people. And I thank you guys for all the likes and shares. That does help with the algorithm. Let's see. Oh, an ATC action figure complete with championship belt. Uh, um, yeah. So as I was asking Backgoat ATC, how do you? Well, I guess ATC, you're pretty excited because I guess you got a new action figure you worked on. That could be a thing, Woody. Coof goat. Oh boy. Oh yeah, that's right. Because he did actually say he got it. Yeah, still kind of sick, just chilling, napping. That sucks. But hopefully you'll have enough strength tomorrow night for when we do the with the historical comic. You know, we go over the some of the DC comics that went on sale in September of 1937. There, I created a Ramco Skullman upscale to 13 inches. Oh yeah, brother. Now you're doing your Hulk Hogan impersonation, huh? There. Yeah, I'll be here. All right. Hoofed goat. Oh boy. Yeah. So let's see, 8:46. So yeah, we got like four people in here. It looks like so. Probably will start around the 10-minute mark. Um, yeah, and I don't know if everybody has already heard, but we do have five stories tonight, all comic book related from CBR. So, and I guess should go ahead and at least tell you guys a little bit about the stories. What's on tap? I guess I can go over what's on tap for tonight here. Um, First story we're going to talk about is going to have to do some censorship stuff. Um, some artist penned a letter to a Texas school district that banned some books, including some graphic novels that were banned from the district's reading list. Also on tap, there's an article here about John McCree's Kickstarter for his Dead Eyes art book. The Valiant Entertainment displayed a graphic that lets fans know where they can buy Shadow Man #1 variants. IDW celebrates My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, their 100th issue milestone. And of course, let's see. I think there's something DC too. Yeah, DC's new series round robin competition hits the final four. So that's all that's on tap for tonight, guys. So let's see. Let's see what you guys have been saying since I just. Let's see. Yeah, still kind of shit. Okay, we saw that already. Um, yeah, we saw that. Yeah, we saw that. Saw that. Laugh out loud. It's whiskey time. It's nap time. All right, and we have a fifth person in here. Hello, fifth person. I hope you'll enjoy the content as we are about to get started. Probably get started pretty quick here. They left again. Oh well. Um, let's see. So yeah, we're past the 10-minute mark, and got like four people in here at least. Hopefully, we'll get five more. So let's go ahead and get into the stories then. Excuse me a moment while I go off camera for a sec. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's get into this first story here. Atwood, Backdorf, Sanchez, and more pen letter to Texas school district over book ban. A group of authors whose books have been banned by a Texas school district wrote an open letter explaining their opposition to the bans. A group of authors in connection with the literary and free expression group PEN America sent an open letter to a Texas school district to explain their opposition to the banning of a number of books, primarily graphic novels, on school reading list. Leander Independent School District, ISD, is a school district based in Leander, Texas. It covers a wide stretch of geography, including Leander, Cedar Park, Georgetown, Jonestown, Round Rock in Williamson County, and northwest Austin in Travis County. Um, at issue are the district's book club reading list, where students are allowed to pick one book from a list of 15 titles chosen for their grade level. Around a theme each semester. All middle and high school English classes are part of the book club, and the idea is to let each kid pick what interests them. However, parents have objected to the choices that their children are being given, and the school district have already agreed to ban the lottery. I believe that Shirley Jackson's the lottery. Kiss #8. Um, Laura Dean keeps breaking up with me. The Handmaid's Tale. Why? The Last Man. And V for Vendetta. And V for have paused the choices of a few others, like My Friend Dahmer, and are considering banning more. Okay, so let's see what you guys are saying this far. I've allowed in my Veda voice. It's when it's whiskey time. Hmm. Here's the letter to the officials of the Leander Independent School District. We, the undersigned authors, illustrators, and contributors, joined the literary and free expression organization PEN America in writing to express our concern and dismay regarding the Leander Independent School District's decision to remove multiple books from the book club reading list and the ongoing review process that could lead to the removal of others. We write to you not just as concerned citizens, but as creators of some of the very books that have been subject to this challenge. We urge you to revoke the current bans and suspensions and to defend the right to read books that reflect a diverse set of perspectives in society and stories. As we understand it, 6 books, including graphic novels, have been chosen for removal after parents' complaints. The Lottery, Kiss Number 8, Laura Dean Keeps Breaking Up with Me, The Handmaid's Tale, Y, The Last Man, and V for Vendetta. A further 3 books have been paused as the district engages in its book review process. Speak, The Nowhere Girls, and My Friend Dahmer. A further 13 books have been challenged for review and consideration. I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter, None of the Above, The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian, Out of the Darkness, The Poet X, How I Resist, American Born Chinese, Eleanor and Park, What We Saw, The Power, Red at the Bone, Beneath a Meth Moon, An Elegy, Beneath Beneath a Meth Moon, An Elegy, and In the Dream House. I see where this is going. It's probably, considering where this is, it's probably a conservative area, and some of these books may be trying to push social justice, and that's why parents are complaining. This being a conservative area with probably conservative, people running the district. We are particularly alarmed and disappointed to see that so many of these targeted books feature authors or characters who are women, LGBTQIA plus individuals, or people of color. For example, I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter, The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian, The Poet X, American Born Chinese, and Red at the Bone are written by or center around the experience of people of color. Yeah, but is okay, even at middle and high school level, is that really where you want to try to push? I mean, is that really where you want to try to push your social justice agenda? I mean, the answer to the question is yeah, because they figure that kids are easily influenced. But um, those type books I think would be more appropriate though for college than some people would argue that colleges are indoctrinating people too. So Yeah, we're down to two people watching. Man, where'd everybody go? Uh, let's see. Other challenge books center women's and girls' experiences such as The Handmaid's Tale, The Power, and The Nowhere Girls. A final subset of these books, including Kiss Number 8, None of the Above, and In the Dream House, revolve around the experiences of LGBTQI plus characters. I mean, I think part of the problem here is that they're trying to push their way into a conservative area, and the parents are just not having it. I think the parents in those areas just don't want their kids indoctrinated that way. The crowd cheers on the mic stand. Um, that goat's over there on the couch. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, but this story is kind of interesting because I mean, yeah, maybe we don't want to get into banning books or whatever, but at the same time, because a lot of this is coming from parents, you know. Now, granted, it was also parents that, in part, led to the CCA years ago too. Okay, but that was more of a more public forum there. Um, but parents have the right to send their kids to school to be educated and not be indoctrinated. And it sounds like what's going on here is that apparently they set some books on the reading list that were pushing an agenda, trying to indoctrinate the kids. And their parents sounds like the parents of the community there were not having it. So quilt bag characters, quilt bag characters. Yeah, yeah, or a bunch of Linuses, right? Now I know Woody and Batgoat might know who I'm talking about. If you remember, maybe some of the others might too. If you remember the old Peanuts cartoons, Linus, the one who had who held his blanket. So, well, anyways, let's continue on here. We are concerned that allegations against the appropriateness of these books for students has to do with whose stories they tell. Across the nation, books featuring characters who are people of color or LGBTQ written by authors from such communities are disproportionately likely to be challenged or banned. In fact, such books commonly comprise a majority of the American Library Association's top 10 challenge books list. Well, yes, you know, people in more rural people who are in more conservative communities in more rural communities who are more of the Judeo-Christian faith are not going to want to send their kids to school to be indoctrinated into something that is against their beliefs and values. They send their kids to school to be educated on the three R's and practical skills that will help them like get jobs and stuff, not to be indoctrinated. The letter continued, yet the inclusion of such books in students' curricula is both morally necessary and educationally beneficial. All young people deserve to see themselves reflected in the literature they consume, and the inclusion of books that center diverse experiences is the most effective way to accomplish this. Exposure to such books is vital to the project of empathy building, of rectifying historic gaps in whose stories are shared and consumed, and of forging a more inclusive, equitable, and just society. This is what this is what is at stake in the book challenges before you today. If the district moves forward with the proposal to remove these stories, not only do we fear that you will be restricting students and families' access to diverse stories, well, no, because it's the families that are, you know, these complaints were coming from the parents. So it's actually the families that are objecting to this. So no, what you want to do is you want to force your agenda on these families that clearly have told you they don't want it. But that you will be sending the message that these stories have no place in the classroom, school library, or other educational settings. Not at that young an age level. We hold these same concerns in regards to the district's reported intention to add a policy this summer that would ban inappropriate literature for the assigned students' ages. Such a policy is worrying to us on several levels as authors, as supporters of literature, as advocates of free expression. This proposed policy risk opening the door for additional book banning attempts based on one person or a small group of people subjective assessment that a book is inappropriate. Well, it's coming from the entire community, though. It's coming from, I guess, this community that is involved with the Leander Independent School District. Okay, you know, I don't honestly believe that they would have done this you know if it was quote unquote a small group of parents, but I think it may have been something to a more, you know, laugh out loud. Oh yeah, yeah. So, anyways, as we get back to this, we firmly believe that there is zero reason that any of these books that have been targeted for removal in Leander cannot be discussed in the classroom in age appropriate ways. In fact, it is the very role of teachers and librarians to make those determinations and to guide students in their learning and exploration, including through subject matter that may require thoughtful conversation and engagement. AKA, we want the freedom to indoctrinate your kids into our way of thinking against your wishes. Since you won't teach them and you won't let them accept us for who we are, we're going to force it down your throat. That's basically what these authors want. In all, we are deeply concerned that this entire episode risks sending a dangerous message to students that the best way to confront ideas or literature with which one disagrees is to prohibit or silence it rather than finding other constructive ways to engage with it. We stand by our works and reject the argument that their inclusion in Leander's book club reading list is somehow inappropriate. However, we do so not only because we believe in the literary merit of our books, but because we believe in the capacity of these and all books to expand the reader's frame of reference. AKA, we want to indoctrinate your kids, challenging them to confront new ideas and allowing them to explore other perspectives. AKA, we want to indoctrinate your kids. We are sending this letter to you today, not simply to stand up for our own books, but to stand against censorship in our schools. We call on you to resist the misguided effort to ban books and graphic novels and to revoke any current bans and suspensions for the dignity and equality of all. Signed, Margaret Atwood, author of The Handmaid's Tale, Durf Backdurf, author of My Friend Dahmer, Ellen T. Crenshaw, illustrator of Kiss Number 8, Erica Sanchez, author of I'm Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter, Aaron Hartzler, author of What We Saw, Lori Halls Anderson, author of Speak, Miles Hyman, author and illustrator of the graphic novel adaptation of Shirley Jackson's The Lottery, Carmen Maria Machado, author of In the Dream House, Ashley Hope Perez, author of Out of Darkness, Amy Reed, author of Nowhere Girls, Colleen A.F. Venable, author of Kiss Number 8, Jacqueline Woodson, author of Red at the Bone and Beneath a Meth Moon and an Elegy, Maureen Johnson, editor of How I Resist, Liba Bray, contributor How I Resist, Carolyn DeWitt, contributor How I Resist, Alex Gino, contributor How I Resist, Casey Green, contributor How I Resist. Notice how many people of How I Resist are involved in this. Again, parents have a right to send their kids to school and not worry about them being indoctrinated. Heb Jamal, contributor How I Resist. Melinda Lowe, contributor How I Resist. Jody Picoult, contributor How I Resist. Pen America Children's and Young Adult Books Committee. So there you go. Let's see now. Question: if I were to make Sabbath casting coaches, I guess you mean couch, with a whale and arms as accessories, would anybody buy it? Would that be a blue whale there, ATC? Are you suggesting the casting couch maybe Renfimus and I don't know, Mars Girl kind of doing the you know what? Oh boy. Anyways, so yeah, so I think in summary that the authors, we want to indoctrinate your kids. Screw what you think, and parents just aren't having it. That's I think that's pretty much what it boils down to there in that article. You can do variants, Mike. Oh, variants? You mean like, I don't know, Monica and Jamie, maybe? uh, you know, maybe Karen and Amanda Wynn Lee? Kara Edwards and Amanda Wynn Lee? Anyways, enough of that fun stuff. Let's get ready to move on to the next article here. Mike's got it now. Oh, I could throw out a few ideas there. Oh, I could probably throw out a few ideas there. Uh, let's see now. All right. Well, anyways, let's move on to the next story here then. John McCree announced his Kickstarter for Deadeye's art book. John McCree is launching a Kickstarter campaign for a 200-page art book centered around his and Jerry Duggan's image comic titled Dead Eyes. I guess there's the Dead Eyes art book right there. There's a panel right there for that. Eisner Award winning comic book artist John McCree, Hitman, The Boys, Hero Gasm, Hero Gasm, okay, has announced a Kickstarter campaign for the Dead Eyes art book, a collection of artwork, script, and bonus on the scene bits from his and writer Jerry Duggan's image comic titled Dead Eyes. The Dead Eyes art book, which is expected to be roughly 200 pages long, promises all of the artwork from the first four issues of Dead Eyes, along with original sketches, the entire script, commentary on the drawing process, and details on the creation of Dead Eyes, all wrapped in a hardcover designed by Rian. By Rian, I don't know. I guess Ryan. I guess that's another way. There's Ryan now because I think Ryan Johnson spells his name that way. But Ryan Hughes. The Kickstarter campaign is slated to launch on Wednesday, April 28th, so this coming Wednesday, and will conclude on Saturday, May 29th. So that's going to be what, a full month, a little over a month. The campaign offers backers the chance to pick up a couple of pieces of original one of a kind Dead Eyes artwork from issue number 2, along with sketch upgrades for people who would still like some original art but on a budget. There will be a number of tiers to suit every budget, and once again includes some incredible stretch goals to grab yourself a bonus extra, such as a digital coloring book and an exclusive print. McCree is certainly no stranger to successful Kickstarter campaigns, having previously used the platform to fund his creator owned retrospective collection, The Mighty World of McCree, which blew past its initial goal of 7,500 pounds GBP to raise over 30,000 pounds. And I believe that is pound, as in the British monetary unit. This is of note, as those who missed out on that campaign will be able to pick up a copy of The Mighty World of McCree through the Dead Eyes art book Kickstarter. Oh, wait, wrong way, Mike. Let's see now. Okay, we're down to 3 people. So, written by Duggan and illustrated by McCree, with colors by Mike Spicer, Dead Eyes was first published by Image Comics in October 2019. Okay, so October, December, February. All right, so it's a bi-monthly title. That's what I figured because they said first 4 issues. So there have been 4 issues. That probably means okay. I love a good art book that shows the artwork at its best black and white with no lettering so I can see all the details. McCrae said of the planned art book, this book will do just that, with Jerry's script printed on the other page, along with commentary about the process of drawing the art, unseen pages and layouts, photos, and more. The book is also the lead into a new Dead Eye series coming later in the year for Image. I'm grateful that everyone will get to experience John's beautiful inks of a bleak world, added Duggan. Um, Everything is bigger on these pages: the laughs, the heartbreak, and the hope. Apologies to our wonderful children, but this is the best thing either of us have brought into this world. Oh man. Uh yeah, the kids can't be happy about that. But Daddy doesn't love us. Daddy, oh man, you love your comic book more than us. So here I guess I have some pals. Back up to 4 now. That's good to see. There are some Duggan, McCree, Spicer, Sabino. Dead Eyes. The Kickstarter campaign for the Dead Eyes art book launches on April 28th at 7 p.m. Source John McCrae Kickstarter. So, again, next Wednesday. So, there you go with that one. Got through 2 of the 5 stories thus far. And I guess nobody's commenting on anything yet. Um, anyways, here we go. Here, I'll get to the next story here. So, how you guys doing? You guys still here? You guys still with me? Oh, coming up on 45 minutes here. And Woody here. ATC, you here? Are you lurking? What? Back good. I know you've probably been on the couch. Hopefully you're still able to hear a lot of this as you're resting up. All right, so I guess I'll go on to the next story here. So here's the next story. Valiant Graphic and this is by Tim Adams. I know I forgot to mention the other two authors, the other two articles, but Valiant Graphic lets fans know where to buy Shadow Man #1 variants exclusive. CBR has an exclusive reveal of a Valiant Entertainment graphic that displays which comic book retailers are selling variant covers to Shadow Man #1. And that might be the graphic right there. I don't know. Fans eager to pick up the many variant covers available for Shadow Man #1 by writer Cullen Bunn and artist John Davis Hunt now have a handy graphic to help, courtesy of Valiant Entertainment. CBR can reveal that Shadow Man #1 includes a variants graphic which lists the different online stores and retailers for each specific cover. In total, there are 16 variant covers. Wow. Available for Shadow Man #1. So no matter which is your favorite, fans will have plenty of options to choose from to follow the new adventures of Jack Boniface. Um, some of the artists contributing Shadowman variants include Ben Templesmith, Damon Scott, Clayton Crane, Jenny Frisson, and many more. Here are the here's a are the variants right there. On Davis Hunt, let's see, Cullen Bunn and on Davis Hunt. That was one of the variant. That was one of the variants. A new nightmare from Bunn, Davis Hunt, Belair, and Cowles. Part 1 Shadow Man. Watch your low. Oh, whoa, this is interesting. Oh, this could get the SJWs all worked up. Him basically unmasking himself as a black man to reveal being a white man. That wouldn't surprise me if they went a little nuts on that idea. Okay, so let's see if anybody's saying anything yet. And the last comment, of course, I have is here from Woody. Okay. All right. So Shadow Man #1, written by Cullen Bunn, art by John Davis Hunt, colors by Jordi Belair, letters by Clayton Cowles, cover A by John Davis Hunt, cover B by Rod Rice or Reese, cover C, horror movie homage variant by Dave Johnson. Pre-order variant cover by Tony Moore. 1250 variant cover by Jeff DeCal. On sale April 28th, 32 pages, full color, $3.99 US. T plus, which I think means rating teen plus. Basically, you have to be at least a teenager in order to read it. Um, the From the best-selling master of horror Cullen Bunn Venom and bone-chilling artist John Davis Hunt Clean Room comes the shocking supernatural odyssey. Jack Boniface is Shadow Man, a powerful protector who keeps humanity safe from the demons that claw at the fabric of our reality. The forces of darkness are awakening, and they are hungry for life. Will Shadow Man be able to save us all, or will the darkness devour the world as we know it? Da 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 da. Oh, look at those teeth. Demonic. Shadow Man #1 goes on sale April 28th from Valiant Entertainment. Valiant Entertainment, I think, is a branch of Valiant Comics. So just sorry, I'm making a 3D model of a couch, a remote, a whale, and a pair of arms. I think I'm call it uh the funny cash couch. Laugh out loud. Oh boy, yeah, yeah. Wouldn't that be something? And you probably get Sabbath, Renfamous, Mars Girl, Monica, Jamie, Sean Schemmel, Sonny Strait, you know, Ron Coy, all of them just having one huge orgy on it, right? Uh, yeah. So, anyways, as we prepare to move on to the next story, all right, let me just check time where we're at here. So 53 minutes. Okay, so we're not even at an hour yet. We're already over half because, as I said, we only had five main stories tonight, so we're already through three of them. Hmm. And people are disappearing on me again. Ah. Now let's move on to the next story then. Here's a CBR exclusive here. IDW celebrates My Little Pony Friendship is Magic's 100th milestone issue by Tim Adams. IDW Publishing is celebrating the 100th milestone issue of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic with supersized anniversary comic in July. My Little Pony, My Little Pony. The My Little Pony comic book franchise at IDW Publishing is celebrating a milestone with the July release of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic number 100. The 100th issue of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is a supersized anniversary comic that brings back fan favorite My Little Pony contributors, including writer Jeremy Whitley and artist Andy Price and Brenda Hickey, um, with a special backup story by Katie Cook. So here's the season 10, episode 12, undercover A. Give me for a moment, guys. I'm gonna step away from the computer for just a quick moment. I think I just heard my phone buzz, and looks like we had some more comments. I'll get to those when I get back. All right. Hey, Mike, Woody, Toys, Becca. How are you guys? I'm fine. Um, Leto, hey there. Let's see. Hiya, Leto. Feeling good? I'm making a toy set. Mike covering My Little Pony. Mike is a brony. No, I'm just covering. Well, it's My Little Pony, but it's like IDW's. Apparently, it's the 100th issue of the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic comic book. So that's why I'm covering it. How about loud? Hey, Toys, Woody. Good to hear, Woody. All right. Yeah. Hey, let me ask it before I continue with this story because I know you just got here, so you probably missed the first story I was going over. Um, First off, are you anywhere near Leander, Texas? And if you are, did you hear about the school district banning some books there? The Leander Independent School District. Did you hear about them banning some books there? I'm just joking, buddy. My Little Pony is a great show for kids to watch. Yeah. Well, I mean, there there was a version back in the '80s too. I mean, long before there was Friendship is Magic. You know. Uh, but anyways, back to the question I just asked you. Um, had you heard anything about the Leander Independent School District banning certain books, primarily those from authors of color and pushing the LGBTQI plus? No, I'm not. I didn't hear about it. Yeah, well, yeah, because there I did a story before you got here. I was reading one of the first story I was reading was about that. You might want to go back and check that out. Um, Apparently, in the Leander Independent School District, which apparently covers a good portion of Williamson County and a portion of Northwest Austin, some parents were complaining about some books that were being placed on the reading list, and some authors of some of those books um, decided to write a letter, addressing their complaints about it. So, all right. So, anyways, so back to this story. Anyways, in this landmark issue, Rainbow Dash and her companion Spitfire Salino Lyra, and Bonbon find themselves in the Bird Kingdom, where old friendships are tested and a new enigmatic enemy lurks in the shadows. Together, the ponies will unravel the mystery of the Knights of Harmony. In modern comics, it's rare for any comic to have a run of 100 consecutive issues, and it's even more exceptional for a licensed all ages comic. It really speaks to the love and dedication of the My Little Pony fan base, said Whitley. Well, the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic franchise, that's been a pretty popular franchise, I'd say, for what, the last 10 years or so? Oh, I've heard of bronies before. A decade of My Little Pony stories, ranging from comedy to action to thrills, has truly allowed me to stretch out my artistic abilities. I'm humbled that our book has introduced so many new readers to the world of comics. I'm honored to have been with the ponies for the entire creative journey here, said Price. Seeing the world of My Little Pony continue to expand through the comics, picking up where the show ended, is very exciting, said Hickey. There are still so many unexplored facets of the world of Equestria and beyond. The world building continues to have massive potential, and the artists are breathing incredible life into these new lands. And working on the My Little Pony comics has been one of the highlights of my career, said Cook. Fun characters, an amazing world to let them play in, and a chance to finally use every horse pun that I could think of. Let's see. Uh, I'm gonna have to check it. Thanks, and that's messed up. I will when EBS will start. Well, I wonder when EBS will start developing his my girthy stallion idea. uh, all right, guys. I'll be driving to work, so I'll be listening on in. Right. Thank you. And of course, I do appreciate any and all likes and shares. That helps with the algorithm. Fly safe. My little pony, my little. Well, thank you for the like. As we continue on with the article here, we can't thank fans enough for staying with the series through 100 issues and the wonderful creators, both on number 100 and beyond, who have repeatedly brought the world of My Little Pony to life in amazing and fun ways. And of course, we couldn't have achieved the incredible milestone without the unwavering support of Hasbro, said editor Megan Brown. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, number 100, includes cover A by Andy Price, cover B by Tony Fleets, a retailer incentive edition featuring art by Agnes Garbowska, and a San Diego Comic Con variant by Amy Meberson, available exclusively online, timed with Comic Con at home. The issue goes on sale in July from IDW Publishing. there you go. So that's it. That's it. It's up to 3 now. So all right. So we're back up to 4 people viewing. Yay, 4 people. And I'll be right back, guys. Just gotta go off screen for a moment. We're already past the hour mark, so good. Alrighty then. So now we'll get to the last story I was going to cover for tonight. And this one by Henry Varona of CBR. DC's new series Round Robin Competition hits the final 4. Okay, so here we go. DC has announced the final 4 story pitches for the round robin competition, as well as the details for when fans can vote on their favorites. The round robin tournament process allows fans to vote for their favorite potential story idea to determine which will be published as a 6-issue miniseries in 2021. After 2 rounds of voting, the competition has been narrowed to the final 4 pitches. On the left side of the bracket, Green Lantern's Underworld on Fire by Sheena Grace and Deacon Marion will compete with Robins by Tim Seeley and Baldemar Rivas. Then on the right side of the bracket, Blue Beetle Day by Josh Trujillo and Adrian Gutierrez, probably featuring the Jaime Reyes um, version of Blue Beetle, obviously. Goes head to head with Suicide Squad 7 by Rex Ogle and uh, Diogenes Nevis. And then here's from the DC's Twitter account here. Meet the 4 remaining pitches of DC Round Robin. Join the DC community to prepare for round 3 voting. First looks launching May 5th. There are the brackets. The 3rd round of voting will begin on May 5th, which I believe is a Wednesday. Um, yeah. On DC's Twitter page and will be open until May 13th. So 8 days of voting. Fans are being encouraged to vote and discuss their favorite story ideas on the DC Universe Infinite community forums. Anyone who contributes to the conversation will be awarded the community round robin badge and will have their votes added onto the total from Twitter. Then on May 20th, DC will open up the final round of voting exclusively on DC Universe Infinite community forums. Each round of the round robin competition reveals more information about the remaining projects. For the start of round three, DC will post full pages of each story. Past rounds have revealed creative teams, concept art, sketches, and cover images. While it is sad news for fans of the pitches that were not picked up, being eliminated isn't necessarily the end of the line. Justice League Queer, an early fan favorite, was eliminated in the first round. However, due to the massive social media support that the series received, DC editors Andrew Marino and Michael McAllister said in a joint statement that for JLQ specifically, the volume of votes and the personal notes that have been shared online all send a great message that fans want to see a pitch like JLQ succeed. So stay tuned for news about where you might see JLQ appear in the future. We're listening. Oh boy, more agenda pushing. Not like they're going out of business. It's not like they're already going out of business for this kind of stuff, but because you were able to get some fans to really hack it up and social media and all that. Now, yeah, we're gonna put another book out there that probably won't end up selling. Yeah, let's do that. So, DC's final round of voting will close on May 27th. The publisher um, has not stated when they will be announcing the winning series or when in the year the winner will be published. Right? And a little. So yeah, as I recall, I believe that was the last main story of the night. Yeah, it looks like it. That was the last main story of the night. So how's everybody doing? I can see we keep going back and forth between 3 and 4 people watching, so I'm hoping everybody's still here. I know we're just past the hour mark already, so an hour and 13. And I did see something earlier for Nick's stream tonight. Anon's here. Hey, Anon. Evening, everyone. You just missed the main stories, man. uh, you can always go back and look them over, at your leisure. Hello, T2. Oh, giddy. I got up to, well, I think it's technically 7 votes, but that's still cool. Thank you guys for all the likes and shares tonight, by the way. I do appreciate that. Anonymity. Got 6 people viewing us. Yay, 6 people. YouTube says 4, and now down to 3, but StreamYards are saying 6 there for a moment. I heard my phone buzz again. All right, so let's see now. So ATC, did you want to share what you were talking about earlier about that casting couch toy you were coming up with for those who weren't here to hear about that? I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I did see something earlier. So Nick and Drexel are going to be on tonight. I think it's just going to be a chill chat, from what I understand. Nothing too serious. Just as I've got the connection unstable message from StreamYard here for some reason. There we go. Of course, now I'm down to one viewer. Everybody still here? Now they're saying I'm down to one viewer here. And this I'm around. I'm around. I'm over there. So now we're back up to three. Beep beep. No Roadrunner action there. Searching on sound wave, swinging through the stars. Take a left at human testing. Take your second right past Mars on this magic school bus. Navigate a nostril. Come on the magic school bus. Let's see. Let's see now. So yeah, I guess it does seem like a little bit of a slow night in terms of activity. You guys aren't talking as much. Well, I know Batgoat's lying on the couch. I do remember hearing that. You know, so is there anything else anything you guys want to ask or anything you guys want to talk about? Anon is over by the Slurpee Berry Funyuns. Oh yeah, when you guys were talking about Funyuns the other night, I actually went up to the store to buy some Funyun chips. You know those like chip versions of onions, those fried onion type chips. Up to my local Rexall, or Rexall, but 7-Eleven to grab those. Ha ha ha. Wake up, Bat. Yeah. You can't really blame him because apparently he's in quarantine. Apparently he has a very mild version of the coof. Oh no. Says it's minor. I mean, he's taking his vitamin D and stuff. He's a little tired, but other than that, I think from according to him, he's doing okay. Get some rest. Uh huh. Yeah, so we're coming up on an hour 20 here. And it does seem like a bit of a slower night energy wise for everybody. I know Toys is busy printing up stuff. Let's see, Koof, yeah. He said his roomie has lost his sense of taste. Back up to 4 people now. So that's in. Um, let's see. All right. Let's see. And I'd hate to lose my sense of taste. Well, guys, okay, well, Toys just came up with something here. Action sneaks into Bat's hideout, sneaks into the fridge and closes his food. Snickers about loud. Let's you see rest with this much dig in your drinks. Sneaks out quietly, closes the door. All those fun flavored strains. Hmm. Yeah, we gotta close that out. Let's see now. I did get one yesterday called Bruce Banner. Ha ha ha! It's very tasty. Hmm. All right. Well, seeing the conversation's a little slow tonight, so might be a good time to start wrapping up. So everybody can get some rest and be ready for tomorrow night when we go through Detective Comics. Went on sale in September 37. Uh, Spiking back goats drinks, good idea. So, anyways, so are you guys ready for this day in each history? Nietzsche it up. All right. So, without no further ado, then everybody else ready for? I know Anon just said Nietzsche it up. Did everybody else ready for this day in each history? Nietzsche it. Sure thing. Startup history Nietzsche. Sneaks into Woody's place as he's typing up a storm. Sneaks into Woody's fridge. Eats the last a lunch meat Snickers. Sneaks out. Closes the door quietly. A little bit of a cat burglar there, huh? Nietzsche, that old Nietzsche king of yore. Jack Show is on John Mallon's show tonight too. Okay. All right. Well, without any further ado, let's take a look at this day in Nietzsche history. Today being Thursday, April the 22nd, 2016. Let's take a look back at this day in Nietzsche history. And our first stop is going to be 25 years ago today, as on this date in 1996, from the Albany Civic Center in Albany, Georgia, WCW held its Monday Nitro event there. In the main event saw tag team champions Lex Luger and Sting defeat Ric Flair and the Giant via DQ in a match in which Ric Flair's WCW World Heavyweight Championship, Luger and Sting's Tag Team Championship, and Luger's television title were all on the line. So, in the main event, as I said, Luger and Sting defeated Flair and Giant via disqualification, and of course, titles cannot change hands on a DQ. Which the WCW World Heavyweight, World Television, and World Tag Team titles were all on the line. Also, starting off the night, the American males of Marcus Alexander Bagwell and Scotty Riggs defeated the Public Enemy via disqualification. Chris Benoit beat Eddie Guerrero, and Jim Duggan beat Meng. So that happened on this date 25 years ago today. Let's see. Meng. Yep. Meng. So now as we move on to the next piece of Nietzsche history. On this date in 1998, 23 years ago today, the 125th issue of Betty and Veronica from Archie Comics went on sale on this date in 1998. Sold for $1.75 at the time and was 32 pages. So on this date, 23 years ago today in 1998, the 125th issue of Betty and Veronica went on sale from Archie Comics. Anyways, sneaks into Mike's house, opens the door, waves at the chat, puts a sticker on the door that says "Check out the Action Toys channel." Snickers closes the door quietly. Oh, now I get it. I thought you were talking about Snickers, the candy bar. I get it now. You're like, okay, I get it now. And now to the next piece of Nietzsche history. Going back 5 years ago today, before we get to that, I did see the Foot Soldier video, by the way, but was on break at work. Sweet, and hope you liked it. All right, so on this date in 2016, 5 years ago today, let me see, what was it? The British animated sci-fi television program Thunderbirds Are Go premiered on Amazon. Made its Amazon video premiere on this date 5 years ago today. having premiered in Britain the year before on British television. Thunderbirds Are Go made its Amazon Video premiere on this date 5 years ago today in 2016. And 2016 is just so nice that we're gonna hit it twice. As also on this date in 2016, 5 years ago today, from Madhouse, the fifth One Punch Man OVA, Sisters in Various Places, premiered on this date in 2016. So 5 years ago today, the fifth One Punch Man OVA, Sisters in Various Places, would premiere on this, would be released as part of the fifth volume of One Punch Man home video release. So on this date 5 years ago today, the fifth OVA was released, Sisters in Various Places. So there we go. That's all the niche history we have for tonight. Yeah, I'm still thinking of getting a 3D printer because of your bids. Laugh aloud. Anon! If you're interested in something, I can make you something. All right, guys. Well, we're just past the hour and a half mark. I thank you guys for being here tonight. For those of you who came in late, you can always go back and look over the stories. You know, the the censorship story is a pretty interesting one. Um, I like it when Mike says it was so nice you had to hit it twice. Always reminds me of high school. Laugh out loud. That poor cheerleading team broke up for some reason. I have no idea. Haha. I just think it would be dope to have one. Ha ha ha. And Ender 3 is a good starter for her. Okay. So, anyways, guys, thank you again for being here. Thank you for all the likes and shares. Hopefully, at some point, we can start getting even more people in here to watch the content. And I appreciate you guys. And I know Batgoat will be with me tomorrow night. I'll send him the email for the link to the StreamYard link, as we'll look at some Detective Comic, DC Comics that went on sale in September of 1937 tomorrow night. Stories will include Speed Saunders, Bart Regan, Federal Man with Steve Carson. An interesting story there in regards to the Junior Federal Men Club. Stay tuned for that. Dr. Occult and Radio Squad. So until then, bye.